Hi there, this is episode 9 of The Genius of Cliff Gallup. Today we're going to look at the intro, the verse, and the outro riff to Race with the Devil. Okay, so let's just get right into the action here. The first riff is going to be the intro, which is going to look something like this. Okay, so that's going to start on the E note on the 7th fret of the 5th string. Then we're going to go down to the 6th fret, a half step below that, and then 4th fret. And then we're going to go to the 2nd fret, and that's a quarter note. So we have 2 8th notes at the 7th fret, 2 8th notes at the 6th fret, 2 8th notes at the 4th fret, and then a quarter note, B note, at that 2nd fret. Okay, then we're going to do the open A, then the 4th fret G sharp, 2nd fret F sharp, F natural, open E. Okay, and then that next little riff, we're just playing off of this E octave here. So we start off with the open E, and then the 7th fret E on the 5th string, and then back to the open E, and then repeat that. And then we do the 7th fret twice, and then open E, and then the 7th fret again. So listen to that slow. Okay, and then we're on phrase 1 of the verse. Okay, so that first phrase, we're going to be starting at the 12th fret barred on the bottom 2 strings. So that's an up strum on the first one, and then 2 down strums. So up, down, down. We do that twice. Okay, and then we're going to pull off from the 12th fret barred to the 10th fret barred. And then slide from 10 to 9 to 7. So listen to it slow. Okay, and then we're going to be on phrase 2 of the verse, which has this little whammy bar dip. Alright, so what that is that's the 6th fret on the G string and the 8th fret of the B string. And what that is that's a part of this A7 chord. So you hold those 2 notes, and then you dip the whammy bar, and then you strike the notes, and then you let the whammy bar back up. after you do the 6 and the 8, you're going to go to the 7 on the B string and then the 5 on the B string. And do that twice. 7, 5, 7, 5. Okay, and then we're sort of outlining an E7 type of shape. So what that is going to be E on the second string. This is phrase 3, by the way. Then we're going to do the D, C sharp, and B. So that's 7, 6, 4 on the G string. And then we're going to hammer from the minor to major third, 5 to 6 on the D string. Okay, and then we're going to do that twice. So we have the, and then do this part again. Okay, then we're going to slide from the 6th fret to the 8th fret on the G string. Okay, and this is kind of getting us in a sort of a B shape here, this B shape. But we're not playing the whole shape, we're just playing the 8th fret on the G string and then the 7th fret on the bottom 2 strings. If you've ever played Johnny B. Goode, it's the same type of thing where we're taking these notes and we're playing with some of the surrounding scale tones. So anyway, so we're if we take it back to the beginning of phrase 3, phrase 3. So we have that slide from 6 to 8. Then we're playing the 7th fret of the first string, and then 10, 7, 9, 7. Okay, and then after we do that 10, 7, 9, 7, we're going to slide from 4 to 6 on the G string. We're kind of sliding into an A shape now. We were on a B shape before, now we're in A shape, so that's in the 5th position. And then we're going to do 8, 5, 7. That's the end of phrase 3. So let's look at all of phrase 3. One more time. Okay, so then we're on phrase 4 of the verse, and that's going to look like that. So that starts out pretty similar to what we did in phrase 3. Have a little dip on the 5. Then we're going 7, 6, 4 on the G string, and then hammer from 5 to 6 on the D string. But then we're going back to this 5th fret on the second string, this E note, and we're doing this little swinging lick where we're going 5, 5, or E, E, C sharp, E. So that's 5, 5, 6 on the 3rd string, 5 on the second string. So that's phrase 4 of the verse. So let's look at what we've got again slow. We have phrase 1. Phrase 2. Phrase 3. Then phrase 4. And that's the entire verse, and it just kind of repeats that pattern. Later in the song, after the second solo, it's going to take that entire pattern and move it up 1 fret, because the song modulates from the key of E to the key of F. So everything is exactly the same, except you just have to move it up a fret. So once you get it down, practice moving it up a fret. brings us to the last part of this lesson, which is the outro. Okay, so like I said before, we have modulated to the key of F, which starts during that beginning of that second guitar solo. When it goes to that part, that's where it modulates to the key of F. So after the guitar solo, it's going to be, in that higher key. So you play through, I think, in the key of F, I think it goes through 2 verses before the outro. We're not going to go through the verses because we already did that in the key of E. And like I said, all you have to do is move it up a fret. So we're not going to go through all that note by note. But we are going to do the outro. So the outro starts at this high F position. So we're barring at the 13th fret on the bottom 2 strings. And then we're going to play 15 rather, that's the D note on the 2nd string, to the C note. So that's barred at the 13, 15, 13. Then we're going to go to the 15th fret of the G string. Remember, we're hammering from A flat to A, 13 to 14 on the G string. And then we're going to do the 13th and 15th. So that's the C and D note. Then go to this high F note. Okay, and then we're on this F6-9 chord. So what that is that's the 15th fret of the D string, 14th fret of the G string, and then bar with your ring finger on the bottom 2 strings, 15th fret.